Welcome back, friends. It's Anders. Today, we are making the Queen's Park Hotel Super Cocktail, which is a ridiculous name, but I kind of really like it. And it pretty much is exactly what it sounds like. It's from Queen's Park Hotel down in Trinidad, and it is a super cocktail. Super good. Think daiquiri, but big, spicy flavors. Sounds good, right? But the recipe was forgotten about for the longest time, and now we have the recipe again. I have the recipe, but I'm gonna share it with you. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more sips, tips, and recipes. Oh, and the notification bell, so you can be notified about the sips, tips, and recipes. And let's go make the Queen's Park Hotel Super Cocktail. To the bar. Today's video is sponsored by Cellars. Cellars is a monthly wine subscription. I don't have time to figure out the right wines for me. I'm making YouTube videos, I'm making cocktails, I'm making the bed, I'm doing the dishes, laundry. I have to do laundry. I've got too much going on. Cellars, on the other hand, they know what you like. To get started, take a 30-second quiz about the flavors you like, and then a few days later, you get a box with 6 bottles of wine that are all gonna be good for you. Just like YouTube has an algorithm to spit out the perfect video, Cellars has an algorithm to spit out the perfect wine. These are the 6 bottles that Cellars sent me. They send along information cards for every wine, and it tells you everything you would want to know about the wine, right down to where it's from, flavor profiles, everything. I don't need to tell you everything that's on the card, just you'll see. So let's try one. This one, Montepulciano, 2019, great year. That's really good. Plum, cherry, boysenberry, baking spices, medium body, low tannins. That's what I get. Well, I would give this one a 5-star rating, and you can rate them actually. So next month, the algorithm knows a little bit more about what it is you like. You're gonna get closer and closer to that perfect bottle of wine. If you use my link in the description down below, you will get 50% off your first 6-bottle box of wine. By the way, the packaging, no plastic. I thought that was kind of a nice thing. Thank you, Cellars. Back to the video. The Queen's Park Hotel Super Cocktail is from the Queen's Park Hotel in Trinidad, which is no longer there. I did talk about the Queen's Park Hotel in a previous episode that was the Queen's Park Swizzle, and fascinating history. But this cocktail was there at the same time, only it's not as popular as the Swizzle. However, the Queen's Park Hotel Super Cocktail did have its following. The story goes that in 1932, there was a British travel writer named Owen Rudder, who convinced the hotel bartender to give him the recipe for the super cocktail. Then a year later, he published it in a book. Now, I looked for this book, and I can't find print of it anywhere. So I'm guessing it's out of print. Could be wrong, but I can't find it. And I'm guessing that in that book, he doesn't give credit to whoever came up with this cocktail, because I also cannot find out who invented the Queen's Park Hotel Super Cocktail, which is a shame. But I will tell you about Jeff Beach Bum Berry. I guess he just goes by Beach Bum. Beach Bum Berry. Mr. Bum. Mr. Bum in 2014 brought this cocktail to my attention in the book Potions of the Caribbean. It's a bright yellow book, you can't miss it. This is actually my second copy. My first one I destroyed because I filled it with so many bookmarks that it split the binding. I mean, that was over the course of a few years, but this is a new copy. That's why it looks so nice, and I do recommend it. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Now the booze. We are gonna need rum, sweet vermouth, lime juice, freshly squeezed, grenadine. This is my semi-rich grenadine recipe. If you're looking for a really good sweet tart recipe, check out my video on that. And bitters. The rum I'm using is Angostura 1919. The sweet vermouth is Cocchi Vermouth di Torino, and the bitters is Angostura Aromatic Bitters. As for the rum, this is from Trinidad, and it is a lighter rum that has a nice creamy texture. You get a little bit of tropical fruit, banana, a little subtle spice, and it works really well in the cocktail. But I have made it with other rums and it's still very good. As for the sweet vermouth, this is a richer sweet vermouth. The richness is gonna work well against the lime juice, which is not a very common combination, but it does work really well. And then the bitters, another Trinidad product. And this one is actually very important in this drink. The bitters comes out and you get some clove notes and some baking spice that just keep this otherwise bright citrusy cocktail grounded. Let's build. All right, we are gonna shake this drink because it's got citrus and I wanna add air, keep it really light and bright, very refreshing. So into the shaking tin, let's start with the rum. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of rum. To that, we will add 1/2 ounce of vermouth, 1/2 ounce of grenadine, and 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice. So pretty simple so far. We have 1.5, half, 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 and then all we have to add is the Angostura Bitters. Now, I am using a large bottle of Angostura Bitters, so my dashes are gonna be more than the smaller bottles. So I'm gonna add, from my large bottle, 2 dashes of Angostura Bitters. Now, if you have a smaller bottle or just a dasher bottle, I would say add 4 dashes of Angostura Bitters. We're gonna shake this and serve it up. So I've got a coupe chilling, so get your coupe chilling. Might be a little late now, but now we can add ice and shake. About 10 seconds, the usual. Grab your chilled glassware, and we can double strain right into the cocktail glass. Now, I am double straining. Some people have asked why I do that. And yes, it does catch a lot of the ice bits that the Hawthorne strainer misses. But even if I had a finer spring on my Hawthorne, I'd still like to double strain because it does help aerate the cocktail. It has little tiny bubbles that keep the drink really nice and light. And for a garnish, just a little lime twist right on top, right over the cocktail, get all that zest out. Twist it up, stretch it out, and lay it across the cocktail. Beautiful. There it is, the Queen's Park Hotel Super Cocktail. Cheers. It's a complicated daiquiri. Really, you get the rum and the brightness. If you like a daiquiri, you have to try this one. The really interesting ingredient is the sweet vermouth. You get kind of like a deeper cola flavor that goes really well with the spice from the Angostura Bitters. Really outstanding. Oz, would you like a sip?
It's really interesting. It does have some tropical fruit elements to it somehow. Really yummy, kind of banana-y, really refreshing.
And you know, there are some like bigger flavors in this one. You've got the bitters, the sweet vermouth, but the light rum still does come through. Remember, good grenadine. I've got a recipe for you if you need it. If you need any of these bottles, check out my links down below. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Let me know if you tried this cocktail, if you already have, or if you plan to in the future. And I will see you next time. Cheers. This offers a little bit of baking spice in the drink that really gives it its personality. I don't know about that word, personality. It gives it a distinct flavor, personality.